Hello, I'm Hamad Nasser. I'm an independent curator and senior research fellow here at the Paul Mellon Centre.
Hello, my name is Sarah Turner. I'm Deputy Director for Research here at the Paul Mellon Centre. Hamad and I will be co-convening a new public lecture course this autumn term at the Centre. It's entitled South Asia, Britain, Entangled Histories, and we'll be looking at the relationship between South Asia and Britain through visual and material culture from the 18th century through to the present day over a course of 5 weeks. It relates to a new research project that Hamad and I are running, which is entitled London Asia.
London Asia posits London as a site within Asia's art histories. It also then raises the question of how this burgeoning field of modern and contemporary art history in Asia poses questions and challenges for the histories of British art. And we look at these entangled histories through 3 different lenses: that of exhibitions, of institutions, and in particular art schools.
So we've been thinking about how the public lecture course will connect to this new research project, and we've invited a group of experts, art historians, curators and artists to join us to think about this entangled history. In the first week, Hamad and I will give an introduction to the course, and we'll speak particularly from our own research and professional interests as an art historian and a curator. The course is not going to be a survey covering every aspect of this huge history. Instead, our guest speakers and ourselves will give our own perspectives, our own ways in at thinking about the relationships between Britain and South Asia through visual and material culture. So after our introductory lecture in week 1, we'll have Dr. Rosemary Diaz of the University of Warwick. And she'll be thinking particularly about the relationships between India and Britain in the 18th century, and talking particularly about the East India Company and their investments in promoting their colonial power through material and visual cultures. The next week we'll move on to the 19th century, and Sandra Kemp of the V&A and Imperial College will talk about the career and work of John Lockwood Kipling, and she'll draw particularly on the research that she carried out for the exhibition at the Victoria and Albert Museum on John Lockwood Kipling, thinking about design and art histories and arts and crafts and how these structured colonial relationships between Britain and South Asia in the 19th century.
In week 4, I will look at the case of 2 artist educators from what is now India and Pakistan, Ghulam Sheikh, associated with the Baroda School, and Zahoor Al-Akhlaq, associated with the National College of Art in Lahore, which was originally called the Mayo School, for which John Lockwood Kipling was the first principal. And we'll look at how these 2 artists and teachers, Zahoor Al-Akhlaq and Ghulam Sheikh, who were educated partly at the Royal College of Art and formed their practice through looking at the collection of the Victoria and Albert Museum, went back and shaped the curriculum and the practice of a group of artists. So in week 4, we'll really look at how bureaucracy can shape artistic practice, which leads us to the final week, week 5, where we are inviting 3 contemporary artists who, in their own individual practices, are engaged in looking at these entangled histories between South Asia and Britain. Hope you'll join us on this journey.